Hello everybody, my name is Rodolfo and I'm studying to get my next license in the boiler industry. Today I have 10 questions and after the questions I will give you guys my best answer. So to help this channel, like the video and subscribe. First question: what's the function of shroud rings? How many adjustments can you make to a safety valve? Name the principal parts of a cold pulverized system. When operating a boiler, what heat losses can be controlled? Name 2 types of condensers used with steam turbines. Explain how you would perform an overspeed test on a non-condensed turbine. Name 3 ways that steam is prevented from leaking from the casing. What is cavitation and what effect does it have on a pump? Why do we preheat boiler feed water? What's the boiler horsepower according to chapter 146 in Massachusetts? So first question: what's the function of shroud rings? So shroud rings hold a group of turbine blades together and contain steam to stiffen the blades to reduce vibration. How many adjustments can you make to a safety valve? 0. Operators cannot make any adjustments to a safety valve. Popping pressure or blowback can only be adjusted by the manufacturer or authorized repair company. Name 2 principles. Name the principal parts of a cold pulverized system. Conveyor, crushers, silos, feeders, pulverize, and ignition system. When operating a boiler, what heat losses can be controlled? The losses that can be controlled are heat absorbed by the boiler, incomplete combustion, and unburned fuel in the ash. Why? Because if you see that you're not getting all that BTU, you can speed it up a little bit, the conveyor, okay, to burn more fuel. You can reduce or increase secondary air, tertiary air, okay. So the incomplete combustion, like, you can control to get a complete combustion. Name 2 types of condensers used with steam turbines. Surface condensers and air-cooled condensers are the most common today. explain how you would perform in an overspeed trip test on a non-condensing turbine. So you want to couple the driven piece of the equipment and roll the turbine between 300 to 500 RPMs and trip the turbine, okay, using the latch. Then you relatch the turbine and roll a little faster. You roll the turbine to 500 RPMs, okay, and then you gonna listen the turbine for any strange noises that could be making, okay. Then you increase the speed to the operating speed with 3 people, okay, one at the stop valve, one at the trip, and one held the tach over speed turbine and record the trip point, okay, cannot be more than 10%, okay, and then you repeat the test. Name 3 ways that steam is prevented from leaking from the casing. So to prevent steam from leaking from the case, okay, you have to use seals, okay. You can use carbon seals with garter springs, water seals, and steam seals like labyrinth packing. What's cavitation and what effect does it have on a turbine? So cavitation is defined as the formation and collapse of vapor bubbles in the pump due to mechanical force, in addition to no low flow from the pump. So cavitation can cause failure of the pump components. So be careful and try to avoid, okay, as much as possible. Why do we preheat boiler feed water? Okay, so we try to reduce consumption in the boiler, okay, and when you preheat the water, the feed water, you add a benefit to the preheating feed water. The benefit, is that you're going to start to remove oxygen, okay, and non-condensable gases for the feed water, okay. So consumption and removing oxygen and non-condensable gases. What's boiler horsepower according to chapter 146? So you can determine boiler horsepower by the manufacturer tag, steam output divided by 34.5, BTUs per hour input divided by 41,840, and BTUs per hour output divided by 33,475. Thank you very much. Like the video, subscribe, and see you later. Bye bye.